how to handle people in your life. You know, the type of people who is like slapping on that hater. There's some bad advice around this. I think people are way too quick to jump to this conclusion of anyone is unsupportive, and you cut them out of your life. You cut them from your life. They are low vibration. They are not good for you. That's only work with people you have a superficial relationship with. You know, I'm weak. You decide they are not good for you. Cut out, cut them out. That's fire. But what do you do if this differ? Because uh, let's be real. You don't answer. Always choose the people who are in your life. There's some of my partner I know in our hometown. It's someone we can really cut out. Every time we hang around him, it seems that there's something going wrong. On breakup week, always fire. He's got a he's got a part out. Don't you even dare bring up current events? You are gonna get 20-minute run. When I was analyzing the behavior specific person, I realized that he had an unconscious mind, unconscious pattern that he was playing, where he bonds with people over negativity. This is very common. Okay, let me explain. I know you've seen this like a million times, but stay with me here. It's very important to set the context for everything. We're going to talk about like emotion, medium emotions, good emotion. People are somewhere on this scale. It's it's much lower. So here's the thing. If someone is like a chronic state of birth or depression with so here one thing. If someone is like a chronic state of guilt or depression which calibrates down here, and then them bonding with you over negativity. Oh, that's so crazy. What's going on in this world? Isn't this BS or courage? Courage is actually rising them up, and the only reason that seems negativity to you, it's because you might be up here or somewhere the middle, so literally sucks you down, and that's why you feel depleted by some of these people. Does that you feel depleted by some of these people? Does that make sense? The very first thing I would say is that start with compassion. Sometimes these people, if you cannot cut them out of your life, they're just operating in a lower frequency. I've never seen someone whose low vibe be super successful like that. And if they are he leave because they'll self-sabotage, or they're miserable. Okay, or still live because they are self-sabotage or they are miserable. And what's the point of having success of you're miserable in this process? If so, where do you start with the unsupportive people? You start in the vibration of compassion. It's hard to do, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to be the bigger person. Once analyze the vibration of that person was telling you about earlier. That's him way of bonding. That's his frequency. It's allow you to pass the metaphysical barrier between you and them. You won't get sucked down as much once you are operating from a state of compassion deeper into the psychology of haters or unsupportive people. Second thing you can do, on the coaching calls, we work with a lot of people who wants to get started, either posting content or in entrepreneurship, but they are so scared to post because of people watching them and people essentially rejecting or talking crap. People essentially rejecting or talking crap behind their back. Maybe they have family member. What are you doing? Why do you posting that? What you're gonna be hurt? Coach, stop making this cranky reels and this TikTok. The whole journey is creating content and finding your voice. Text crop, tons of repetition. Your first 100 video are gonna be absolute cring. Yeah, people write talk crap about you get this through. You had that regret is scarler than rejection. People are hitting or unsupportive. It's just a projection. What do I mean by this? Well, let me tell you another story. 2 years ago, I made a video in the ultimate guide to chakras. Chakras had over million views. People seems to love it, but one person really didn't like it. So I opened my computers one day and I scrolled through my email inbox, my personal one, and I see the email there, a little something like chakras. I try my best to not read like hate comments or angry DMs or anything. If I sense it's going a certain way, I am human. It affects me sometimes just like everyone else, but it was so juicy, couldn't help it. It read the whole thing, the word pre-word mean just scrolling. This fear is scrolling through like a 300 word essay. Was something a link, the lines of you can even pronounce chakras. He went on to say, as a healer, you talking about this publicity when you can't even pronounce it is doing a disservice. Minds you, like literally my whole channel is talking more esoteric ideas and making them practical and relatable and fun. Getting scared into it. Anyway, his email kept reading and I got deeper and deeper. He started talking about has he is a healer. He's been doing his work for over 20 years. When he sees people like me posting this video, they get that gets millions of views and inspire people. He was viewing it as a shortcut. That was psychology. In conversation, in his mind, he was treating it like a zero-sum game. Somehow my videos were taking away attention from him. What's the emotion? Jealousy. Not jealous of my adoris physique or my sarcastic dry humor, but jealousy because when you post yourself, you're giving permission from other people to post themselves, but they have their own fear. But jealousy when you post yourself, you're giving permission for other people to post themselves, but they have their own fear, on battles going on their mind, and so maybe they are not as evolved, or they are not watching video like this, or they are not time the kind of to point development works are you, or they hold themselves back. So when you put yourself out there, subconsciously communities this kind of 2-point development work like you, or they hold themselves back. So when you put yourself out there, subconsciously communicates to other people that is okay for them to do so. That's hard because that takes work. So they retreat back of their comfort zone instead of breaking through and posting, and they retreat back of their comfort zone instead of breaking through and pushing past it and being inspired. Had he put all that work into writing that 300 word essay, into making a video, that man with 20 plus years experience, and I'm sure he could just turn on the camera and wing it, and it will be a great. He could have reached more people, and he probably would have had a better business. He was letting the fear of rejection get in the way of becoming her to find self. Now, I'm not saying every single person has to post video. I'm not saying every person has to make a business. But if you are put yourself out there and do something great, understand people are going to project into you their insecurities, expresses, all the fears, or they are just like negative comment just coming at to you. You have to make the bounds you make the boundary to not let you go. They're actually your job, not theirs. You're letting the fear of regret trump the fears of rejection. Baby, that's some to point out. Before we get, I wanted to make an announcement, not a sponsorship. We sponsor every not a sponsorship. We sponsor every video. You're welcome. You like some free stuff? Who doesn't? Well,